What is up, everyone? Volathis here, and have another Razer unboxing. I got the Razer Stargazer, which of course is a webcam by Razer, and so I'm going to get this out. We'll have a look at it and hopefully try it out here. The current webcam I'm using is the Logitech HD Pro C9020. So I've been using that for a while. I actually got that a while back from Miss Panda Annie. I forget if it was a Christmas present or birthday gift, but got that a while back. And then this one came out and I wanted to, play around with it. It should record, to my knowledge, at a higher rate than my current one. I just wanted to kind of try it out here, plus some advanced features involved with it. So, oh wow, a little bit bigger than I thought here. Okay, so there's that. So, might as well take the plastic off. We have the webcam right here with the three sensors, well, at least it looks like a few sensors here. And then we have the clip that it attaches with. Seems pretty basic clip. It does have a screw in here, so if you do want to put this on like a mount or something, you can. Which was one thing that I was kind of worried. I'm like, well, is it going to have this? Obviously, that answers my question. Okay, so let's see here. We got manual and stuff like here. We have a cord. This is probably the power cord to it. USB, then so USB on this end, power source on here. It's looks like one of their nylon cords, so it's nice and durable. Just looking through the manual, see if there's anything I need to look out for. You can, of course, suggest attaching it to a flexi clip. It says position yourself at least within 2 meters to it. And then I have to go to the Razer Zone, get that set up. Okay, well that's pretty much for the unboxing part. I'm going to see if I can get this set up, play around with it, and we'll see if we can get it work. The other reason why I was looking into it, there's supposed to be programmable features, I believe. So I think they used an example. Don't quote me on this, I could be wrong. If I wave my hand, I might be able to get it to do something for me. The main thing that I'm hoping to look for is it can cut out background. So hopefully I can get that to work. From what I was reading, it sounds like you have to use third-party software. We'll see. I'm going to try and set this up and see if we can get this rolling. Alright, so I've done some playing around with it. This is kind of a horrible example. I've just been trying to get it to work. Turns out you can use the Intella RealSense, which has allowed me to add this. Like I said, this is a horrible example because there's no background, black background. You can see it's trying to cut out. Being that I have such, what do you want to call it? Afro, curly hair. I'm actually surprised it's capturing my hair pretty well. So, the IntelliSense wise, I think it does a pretty good job. I don't have much comparisons. I don't use a green screen. I don't think my previous webcam could do this. Maybe it could have. I just didn't have the software. So yeah, overall, I think, it's a pretty good webcam. Obviously, to my knowledge, the webcam I'm using cannot put out the frames that this can. I will tell you that I had to play around with the IntelliSense here because the CPU usage was set to low and it was real laggy. So I turned that up, obviously, and as I'm moving my hands around, it's not very laggy right now. That's good. Overall, is it worth the price? It's, you pay $150 for it. I'm still on the fence about the whole $150, but like they said, it is a pretty advanced webcam. I'm almost positive the one I was using cannot put out that kind of frame rate. This gets up to 1080p at 30 frames, and if you bump it down to 720p, it should be fine at 60. So that's a pretty good frame rate. Definitely a lot different than mine. I like the fact that, this chroma feature, I'm not using a green screen. And it would probably be about the same if I used a green screen, except for probably cut it out a little bit better with the green behind me, but for not using a green screen, this is pretty good. And that means you would have to add into the price, you know, if you're going to get a green screen to use it. The third-party software I'm using, the Intel RealSense, didn't pay a dime for it. I don't think it came free with this. It does come with a free software for, I think it's the Razer Gamecaster. If that's a subscription-based, it said for 3 months. I haven't activated. Maybe I'll try that out. Right now I'm just using XSplit, which I pay for on my own. For that, and mostly because I just need software to use, and it was a supported app, so why not? I was worried, you know, it seems like it's fairly stable on my computer, not very wiggly. It's not the same like mount that my other one does. Like I said, this can be used, you know, to mount a stand if you need it, and the main thing, I think they said there was the programmable features. I think that comes through the IntelliSense, and I might have to download that. So partly this is hard to rate because I'm not using it to its fullest. The stuff that I'm using, I'm enjoying here. You know, it looks like Razer went, you know, a step further with this webcam, and it's like they say, it's pretty advanced. At least to my knowledge, I haven't played with other brands. Don't really have that kind of income to just start throwing money at webcams, but I like it. I had my doubts about it, honestly, but you know what? On a 10 out of 10, at least a good 7 out of 10 easy. The price might discourage a lot. Like I said, my previous webcam, I didn't pay for that. Before that, I used a $20 webcam. And, you know, when you start jumping the price fields in webcams, you start to notice the difference. Is just another step. How I'm going to utilize this, I'm not sure. While this is a good feature, I mean, this is something that, you know, it's new. There's still some bugs, you know, if I start moving around, well, you know, most of my movement seems pretty good. It's mostly apparently my hair color versus the door color, which is kind of normal, and the white wall. Guess it's white? I don't think that's a white wall. Apparently I'm colorblind. It does a pretty good job. I mean, you can't tell my chair's, well, you can there for some reason, the chair, but I mean, it's cutting out mostly pretty well. So I think a lot of this is just the background and the fact that with my kind of hair, like, there's plenty of light that goes through and stuff like that. So I'm still quite impressed with it. I think I might be using this kind of setup for my streams. Recording wise, I might be doing this too with the cutting out. I mean, I'm going to be playing around. Something new I get to try out. I'm glad I made the purchase, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below, do you plan to get this? What do you think of this webcam? And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to stay updated. It's the fastest way to see my videos. And it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.